What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nexus here, bringing you all the college football information as it comes out as quick as possible. Today I'm a little delayed. I'm at home with my son alone today, so I'm watching him. I had to wait till he went down for a nap to get you this, so I will be trying to get this out as soon as possible. Also, keep an eye out for the video I did for the top 10 toughest places to play. I did an actual breakdown video with a lot of footage, did a lot of editing, so be sure to check that out as well. But let's dive into this. Again, I'll be releasing all this stuff as quick as possible so you don't have to waste your time as always. Tomorrow I have to work, so that will be a little later on that video, but I will get it out to you all. Be sure to hit that sub button if you don't mind, if you're new to the channel. Always would love to have you in here, and let's dive into this and talk about the college gameplay. Don't forget, also, once the game starts, I'll be doing Dynasty and Ultimate Team, and then Madden Ultimate Team and various other modes once that comes out as well, and I'll be running both. Be sure to tune into Twitch, I'm sorry, at Nexus Certified. You can find me there. I'll be doing all my lives there when the game actually starts, but let's hop into this and not waste your time anymore. So you'll see here, basically this is the trailer you can click on if you go to the website here, and it'll play. I'm not going to do it just because I don't want any noise while I'm sitting here talking to you all. But basically they're talking about the vision, which was 134, as you can see here in bold, 134 FBS schools. So their pitch kind of as they were releasing this game was everybody's team, every team in college football is somebody's favorite team. So they wanted to make it personal for everybody as to, for example, I'm a UK season ticket holder. So there's certain things that we do at UK games, like a blue-white chant, which as far as I know, that's not in the game, but I'm still trying to find out why it wouldn't be. It's one of the things we do. Or the CATS, cats chant is not in here either, but I have not gotten the full layout of what is in there, but I did see an article saying that we did not submit those in. But there's certain other things like air raid, that kind of thing. As you can see here, the Purdue Boilermaker coming out onto the football field. I know Oregon does the motorcycle as well. Here's Penn State's coming out. The Tiger goes up in, or I'm sorry, Lion goes up and knocks the gate down, and then there was the Alabama come out. So these are just talking about the traditions and the runouts. But basically, it said, picture you're playing as Penn State getting ready for your opponent. And all starts with your team running out of the tunnel to Zombie Nation, blasting the whole stadium, chanting, "We are Penn State." I mean, that would be an amazing feeling. But again, the whole pitch I think they're making is this game wanted to be made personal for everybody. It's been a decade since we've had one of these games. And college football, I feel like the uniqueness of each stadium and the traditions of each school is what makes it unique. And they actually touch on this, talking about yeah, here you go. Separates Saturday from Sunday, and all around the country. And I do believe that is true. College football is so much more like religion, especially in the South here. We take SEC football very seriously. UK is an up-and-coming school. Finally, we're being decent at football. But you have your Alabamas, your Georgias, LSU. I mean, the South is different when it comes to football. Texas is about the only comparable one. So if you're from Texas, you know that feeling as well. But basically, this one here is talking about the runouts. It's saying, you know, walk out to the tunnel with 100,000 family and friends screaming for you, supporting you. Basically, it's just each one has a different runout, kind of. Not every school. I know there's specific ones like they talk about down here with the motion capture, whereas play like, here we go. We built the Notre Dame stairs leading up to the classic tradition and tapping on the play like a champion sign for Purdue. We built their rotating bass drum, which is in the trailer. You can see it as a pregame show. So that's just the amount of detail. It talks about motion capture. So motion capture was the key to ensuring the accuracy and detail of the props to historical items, and the actual life size of these, or accurate size is what it says, and weight. But I'm assuming this is Army. Could be Navy, but correct me in the comments as to which school this is here. I'm not sure exactly, but I think it's Army. But again, it's just taking into account the traditions, and that is what they keep harping home is we want it to be personal. We want you to feel like you matter and your team is just as important as anybody else. So touchdown here says Georgia, Boston College, Louisiana Lafayette, and Florida State have had tear through banners, when they enter the field. So this is how they do the motion capture for those. Each one specific. It talks about they built a 2-story ramp to replicate the hill at Clemson. And then basically just talking about how they used motion capture to do everything. As you can see here down below, this is the Gators tunnel that they come out of, so they're capturing that. Actually, it looks pretty badass in the trailer if you look at it. But it said we created a prop exact height as mascot tapping the gator head and then walking down the tunnel. So I think probably for the more prevalent dominant schools that do have certain traditions like this, that'll be in the intro to the game. I am really excited for it. The trailer looked absolutely fabulous. The amount of detail, again, that I keep saying they put into it. So it says, speaking of game day, mascots are one of the most fun aspects of college football, the variety and the detail unmatched across sports. So here it says we have a total of 50 mascots in the game, including 40 team mascots and 10 real animals. The motion capture for this is pretty crazy, especially the real animals. They like Buffalo, who was the other one? The Huskies, and as you can see here, the Volunteers dog down here for Tennessee. But it says initially, there we go. Down there, okay. It says for mascots, we initially did a lot of internal research, each one, checking out what's unique about them. Along the way, talked to alumni at our school and to find out little details, mascots such as the Stanford, or is that right? Yeah, Stanford tree that change every year or even animal mascots that grew over time. One UGA. I mean, that's a very important one for the Bulldogs. But as you can see here, they just kind of go into more detail. I know we couldn't touch on all the mascots we have in game, but sure to check out our favorite school. And I also think they couldn't do everything in 1 year, but I think obviously how Madden comes out every year, they'll just keep adding on, and each school will initially start to get every cool little detail that makes them that. But I mean, they could only do so much in this first year to get out a product on time. But it's very interesting. Oh, here's Uga. So it says when you talk about the team developers, they'll touch on this a little bit later, but I think the checkerboard crowd and the way that they did wideouts and all this other stuff is really, really cool. Again, detail is what they paid attention to. But as you can see here, the dog. I actually okay, so it says new era, the turnover traditions. Every school has these, like the U had the chain. This one is, I believe it was Pittsburgh that did this. But I've never seen that celebration. I don't know how I haven't, but I think if you can make this as your dynasty or whatever, I will put this in everything that I can. As a former basketball player, I love this celebration. So I thought that was really unique. It says the field we play on, when you play on the most important aspects of college football experience, we are proud to say that we worked hard to deliver as many stadiums with the most accuracy as possible. This was achieved by visiting local venues like such as University of Florida to gather detailed references. So basically they're just making it as spot on as they can. I'm not going to keep saying it, but detail. But here you are here, this Colorado picture. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. As I've been to Missouri in person, shout out to my boy Eric. They have a sitting area like this, so I'm curious to see how they do that in the game, or if it's going to be pretty accurate to how that stadium was. That was a unique experience. Went there, shout out to the Cats. We got to win that day, and people were pissed. Beer bottles being thrown around. It's another story for another time. You can ask me about it in a live stream. He said, to streamline the stadium creation process, the team utilized a specialized stadium toolkit that allowed us to develop the essential structures of the stadium. So basically it's just saying they were able to capture the toolkit. I know a couple people were talking about this last week as to whether we'd have this in our create dynasty and create a stadium and all that stuff when you make it. So we'll see if it is. They're touching on the toolkit there, so that would be really cool if we could. It would allow people a lot of opportunity to bring their creativeness to the game as well. So suit up in your favorite uniform. So basically this just kind of talks about cloth materials, stitching patterns, colors. So every team, what team is this? I'm not sure what team that is. Let's see, let's read. It does not say. It says state here. Kansas is what it looks like, but that's not Kansas State. That can't be. Anyways, basically it's just talking about how everything is specifically unique. I know certain people like Georgia, people were excited in the trailer about Georgia having the black jerseys, so that was really, really cool. But seeing work instantly in engine allowed the team to create incredible detail in uniforms. So as you can see, I mean, just the screenshots are amazing. I am super excited about this. I couldn't wait to make this video to get it out to you to talk about all the insane amount of time I know that went into this. But so the emotional soundscape, basically it's just saying the soundscape of college football delivered the feeling of being at the game. The crowd, band, cheerleaders, chants, PA music between plays is unlike any other sport. So the crowd noise, let's talk about that. I know that was something here. So from Arizona Stadium, I think it's Addison Stadium. It's Oregon's place to Death Valley, both of them. The more content will function as a crowd noise, swells and reactions you'll experience every game you play. So it'll be just like going to the game, the way that sound picks up or doesn't. It says, remember that OT game between LSU and Alabama? Yeah, we were there, and we got all of it. Oh, that's cool. So they have all the sound for that, so they can use that. That's really unique. Let's see here. In addition to that game, Baton Rouge, we ended up capturing a crowd. 41 games in places. Oregon State. Oh, Kentucky. Shout out Cats, BBN. Louisville. L's down always. You got Alabama, Michigan, Washington. Who's some other ones? UCLA, Texas, Florida State. So that's cool. This is my fight song. All right. Oh no. Okay. But here we are. Basically, they have the fight songs. Each one, many were previous students and alumni. So basically, the students of the schools are the ones that played the fight song. That's pretty simple. So this is what I was talking about the crowd themes. I think this is so cool. So there's the stripe out effects. I believe this is Penn State's here for the whiteout and how it's used. The helmet stripe. There we go. So each stadium is unique. I really think it's cool if you get into the Dynasty, if you can change these how you want to. Say you want to change the design, or even when you get into the creative team or team builder, it's like to be able to choose from these, I think would be really, really cool. But basically it just talks about the different ones. Is there any other pictures? No, there's not right now. So it just has the Penn State one. I know in the trailer you can see BYU and Tennessee, how they have the checkerboard. Look, I hate the Vols, but that is a pretty cool thing that the stadium does where they have the checkerboard there. So, dynamic attendance, the new feature to bring... Alright, so this is basically talking about they had a developer play a Dynasty as FIU. He says once the limited, or there was nobody... Wait, where is it? The games in the stands were full, which resulted in lower home field advantage. He said once he landed a big win on the road in Indiana, the team was 7-0. The stands started to fill up. So basically it's just talking about the dynamic attendance when you are doing your dynasties, or maybe even Road to the Glory. I'm not sure how Road to the Glory, but it will make your stadium harder to play the better you get, which makes sense. More people are going to be in the stands, yada, yada, yada. He said crowd section layout. So basically it's talking about pom-poms, Michigan, Tennessee, towels, at South Carolina and Pitt. Correct me if I'm wrong. Does Michigan not have towels too? But why is this game against Michigan? I don't get it. I'm not a Michigan fan at all, but it seems like they've just been disrespected. But correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. It says student section is the lifeline that brings the energy, passion, yada, yada, yada. Basically, it's just saying we capture both male and female actors screaming at the top of their lungs to recreate those high-intensity third down moments, not only in the big moments capture, but also heartbreaking ones. Anyone remember the Surrender Cobra? I don't. It's in the game. Just don't miss out on the game-winning field goal. Okay. So here's hand signals. I'm not sure what the constant is. Everybody knows the U. Let's see. Wolfpack. I'm going to assume that's Wolfpack. You got Kansas State in here. Go Frogs. I don't know some of these. Rutgers Chomp. Really? Oh, wait. Hold on. Is Florida not on here? Surely you got the Gator Chomp, right? It's not on here. Oregon. You got the O. I'll pause just for a second longer so you can read if you want to, or pause the video. So yeah, so those are hand signals. Then we have the chants. You have, I mean, why is it just known like the Florida State? Oh, that has to be in there, right? You got SEC schools chanting SEC. I don't even think we do that at games. Maybe if we're playing like the Big Ten or something. But anyways, you got Missouri right here. Shout out to my boy Eric. I was there to witness that chant. Yeah, so plus many, many more. Again, I'm sure they're going to release at some point what is there in all of them as far as the chants and hand signals. I, again, as a Kentucky fan, am going to do a video to find this out and make it for my UK fans. I may do each conference. We don't know. We'll see on that. Just like I said, turn on the notice. You get all the information before it comes out. For college football, iconic voices in the booth. I mean, this is pretty much the same as it always is, but Chris Fowler, I believe, I mean, Herb Street has to be in here, right? No, oh, there it is, right next to it. Chris Fowler and Kurt Herbstreit. So as you can see there, they will be the voices. It says down here, team recorded 68,000 lines over 870 hours. I'm curious what they got paid for this. But it says in the town's homes of 3 different countries, each member of the commentary team couldn't be more excited to be part of the experience. Okay, so that's cool. So at least they had enthusiasm for it. That's really cool. But studio updates. As fans of college football, we know week-to-week games are happening at all times. Through studio updates, you'll be informed of our latest news around the country. Longtime ESPN studio host Kevin Connors will be jumping in from time to time to call out national upsets, scores for games. Well, that's kind of cool. Celebrations, no season complete without celebrating a championship trophy. We play Louisville in our state for the Governor's Cup, and then if we win a bowl game as well. So we have beat the Cards last 5 years, I think. So again, L's down every chance you get. Let's see, PIP and game flow. So basically, this is the presentation. It's team members are here. Dynamic play call experience. Okay, so it just gives you the play calls. We'll do the stat compares, today's season, career. Okay, last week. Okay, so that'll let you know there. Impact players, who they are, ranking the top players from around the country, TDs, rushing, etc. Okay, your rankings, yada, yada, yada. Wear and tear, field goal kicker range. Ooh, that's important. Wear and tear will be up there. That's really important. We have over 400 panels in each. Okay, that's cool. So, and there is behind the scenes look. All right, so here's some more presentation on Penn State's push-ups. So, as always, guys, this is an exciting time to get ready for college football. We are almost there. It is almost July. It is, I believe, 19 days away now, so July 16th will be rocking it away. But like I said, as always, be sure to hit that sub button if you enjoy this content. Again, I'll be bringing you all the information as it comes out, and I will be doing Mutt Cut is what they're calling it for Ultimate Team. I'll be doing No Money Spent there, so I'll be looking forward to seeing you all around. Peace.